even if it's not clear the Republicans.
Anyway, let's take a look at this ad in Pennsylvania. I find it fascinating, this race up there. Sestak, I thought he was out of this race. He's back in the race. He's within single digits, and he may be really close. Let's watch what he's throwing back at Arlen, because Arlen was pretty tough on him with this relief of command thing. Let's watch. This is tough.
I'm Joe Sestak, the Democrat. I authorize this message.
My change in party will enable me to be re-elected.
For 45 years, Arlen Specter has been a Republican politician.
Arlen Specter is the right man for the United States Senate. I can count on this man. See, that's important. He's a firm ally.
But now,
my change in party will enable me to be re-elected.
Arlen Specter switched parties to save one job. His, not yours.
That's tough. It makes plain the fact that Arlen Specter made this switch to the Democratic Party.
For one reason.
For one reason.
Save one job.
And one reason only. And I think it's going to sting him.
So you're still hoping you can run against him, aren't you? Look at you. See what he's doing here. He figured that Arlen's going to win the primary on May 18th, and then you can nail him for the
I want it to fail in Pennsylvania, so then it'll fail in Florida as well.
Okay, what do you think of this guy? Is he gaming everybody here?
Todd's always gaming, but he's good at it.
Yeah, I know. So he's giggling. Look at that. I can always read the face. He's laughing. He's thinking Arlen's going to beat. He's going to beat Sestak, and then they'll have all this crap they throw at him in November, right?
But
Toomey's a little far up the beam, though. Isn't Toomey a little far right for Pennsylvania?
Toomey's winning in just about every survey I've seen.
He's the Marco Rubio of the Northeast.
Well, Marco Rubio is probably the odds-on favorite to be the next
nominee.
From,
the nominee. The question is whether or not somebody like Pat Toomey or Marco Rubio, with all respect, Todd, is too extreme for the election.
The reason we raised this is a general question. Is George W. Bush still such a clown as far as a lot of Democratic voters think he is?
Yes.
That you can still use it.
In a Democratic primary, he absolutely is. You know, if his numbers, absolutely, he's got a 50 unfavorable
judgment.
It's just like in Florida. You know, we've been using very effectively the picture of Charlie Crist with Barack Obama in the confines of a Republican primary. That's just
the best way to run for office is still remind the Republicans of Hoover, remind the Republicans of President George W. Bush, remind the people in Florida of a Democratic president. That's the whole thing.
Well, you can extrapolate a lot from association.
The best way to run in a primary is to run to the edge. So if you're in a Republican primary, you run to the right because that's where the activists are. If you're in a Democratic primary, you run to the left. That's what Sestak's strategy has been from the beginning. It's what we're seeing right now, and it's why the race is 9 points.
Maybe Arlen Specter will now leave the Democratic Party and run third party.
You're having too much fun. Obviously, your Rubio's doing well. Anyway, thank you, Steve McMahon. Thank you, Todd Harris. Up next,